What's going on, guys? It's Rage, and welcome to the official reveal of Black Ops 7. Earlier today on the 19th, we had Gamescom opening night live, which kicked off with the reveal of Black Ops 7. And to be honest with you guys, the Black Ops 7 section that they had talking about the game didn't really last very long. They spent a little bit of time talking about the BO7 campaign and establishing world building, really what's going on with the theme and setting of Black Ops 7, and a little bit of what to expect, but they didn't really cover a whole lot when it comes to multiplayer and zombies. Now, that's what we're going to be talking about mostly here in this video, as I've got the whole brand new COD blog pulled up here for the Black Ops 7 reveal. It's got absolutely everything that we need to know, so feel free to go ahead and check out the timestamps down below. I'll have it all sectioned off, and I'll try to cover this as quickly as I can. So to go ahead and kick this off, embrace the madness. Black Ops 7 releases on November 14th, featuring the most innovative campaign in Black Ops history, a massive multiplayer offering, and the next twisted chapter of round-based zombies. Redefining Black Ops, a mind-bending co-op campaign. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, at first glance, first hearing that it was going to be a co-op game, I'm a little bit worried about that. Personally, the way that I like to play Call of Duty campaigns is just solo, by myself. I feel like that co-op campaigns, you're not as really immersed in the story, but they were talking a whole lot about how they built this game around co-op, and it seems like anyway, granted, I should mention real quick, you can play this solo, but again, it seems like the devs are putting a lot of emphasis on, like, it was really meant to be played in a co-op style, so I'm guessing that's how you're gonna get the most out of this campaign. I just hope it doesn't take away from the overall storytelling. Unprecedented campaign in Black Ops 7 dives deeper into the madness, playable solo or with up to 4 players like I just said, returning fan favorite characters including David Mason and Raul Menendez, along with a new introduction of icons like Emma Kagan, take on high stakes missions set in locations as varied as the neon lit rooftops of Japan to the Mediterranean coast, even to the deepest corners of the human psyche. Players will also experience Avalon, an expansive city whose secrets ripple across the campaign. When you watch the BO7 reveal, you can see like the way that the Los Angeles highways were all falling apart, these massive structures that they were jetpacking up on top of, all that red smoke that they were getting trapped in. It seems like they were putting in a lot of emphasis to something like the Cradle from the Black Ops 6 campaign, where it just really messes with your psyche. It seems like, again, a lot of the missions are going to be that kind of like Black Ops 3, it's all in your mind, Mason kind of thing. The idea of it all seems really cool. I'm just really curious to see how this is going to play out as the Black Ops 2 sequel. Here again, for example, the way that they have the LA mission set up, like you can tell that that was the Black Ops 2 LA mission set 10 years into the future, but it's just got me really thinking about how is this campaign going to play out in that way. I feel like it's definitely going to be a very different campaign than what we're used to seeing, but we'll just have to see how it plays. Here's the team that we got. David Mason, as you all know. Mike Harper is returning from Black Ops 2. Eric Samuels from Black Ops 2 as well. 50-50 is a brand new character who's a part of the team. The Guardian and Guild leader, Troy Marshall. We have Emma Kagan, who is the CEO of the Guild. One of the biggest pieces of news here for the Black Ops 7 campaign is global progression for campaign, meaning that you are going to earn XP just by playing the campaign. That goes towards your player level, your weapon levels. You can earn camos in the campaign. There is a camo grind for the campaign. For the first time ever, global progression will be coming to the Black Ops 7 co-op campaign. Simply put, this means you'll be earning XP, leveling up your weapons, unlocking weapon camos, and completing challenges during the co-op campaign that can be brought into multiplayer in zombies or in a war zone starting season 1. Now, with the jetpacks that we saw in the trailer, it is very important to mention that that is specifically for the campaign, not the multiplayer. Many abilities are exclusive to the co-op campaign, such as the ability to leap several stories to traverse distances or warp in the direction you're aiming to redirect the battle. It again really does seem like they built the campaign from the ground up to be a co-op experience. Now again, I mostly like to play it solo, but who knows? Looks like this year we're playing a co-op campaign. Now, on to the multiplayer. Here with the multiplayer, we have 16 signature 6v6 multiplayer maps at launch, 13 all-new maps, including 3 returning Black Ops 2 classics, which are Raid, Hijacked, and Express, if I'm not mistaken. Plus 2 new large-scale maps, all combining a new level of visual fidelity, along with refined multiplayer design for the most engaging Black Ops multiplayer ever. Overclocked gear. In BO7, your loadout is alive with possibility. For the first time, score streaks, field upgrades, and equipment can be upgraded with a new overclock system, growing more versatile the more that you use them. I saw this earlier today in the reveal, and my first thought was instantly Advanced Warfare, which is basically what it is, because in Advanced Warfare we had customizable kill streaks, and it looks like each piece of this game are gonna have these overclock upgrades to them where you can choose something to just make whatever it is better. The idea of that for score streaks, field upgrades, and equipment like your grenades and such, the idea of that does sound pretty cool. Obviously, we'll see how it goes as far as balance, but it is really cool to see that coming back from Advanced Warfare. We haven't had that in so long. Next level Omni movement, including wall jumps and more, open up more creative possibilities and fresh dynamics to the gameplay. Skirmish is the all-new 20v20 adrenaline-charged multiplayer mode. That's like the big team battle where you're going around the map in the wingsuits and everything like that. Multiplayer in Black Ops 7 explodes out the gate with 16 electrifying 6v6 maps and 2 20v20 maps at launch, all beginning with the unified agent based on the 2035 setting, reimagining the world of Black Ops 2 10 years on. Near future weaponry and live wire loadouts. As you can see, we got the TAC-45. That right there, I believe, is called the VS Recon, which is supposed to be inspired by the DSR. Got an LMG, got the Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2, got the M8 from Black Ops 2. That almost looks like a futuristic M1216 from BO2 or the MX Guardian from Modern Warfare 2 recently. The Akimbo TAC-45s, dude, the TAC-45 was such a beast pistol in BO2, so those look nice. I was just saying this a little bit ago, 30 new weapons at launch, including 16 that players will see in Call of Duty for the very first time. Black Ops 7 will also mark the return of weapon prestige, bringing depth of progression, mastery, and rewards to the weapon progression journey, not seen since 2018. Additionally, players will be able to share their created weapon builds for the first time ever via Black Ops 7's new weapon build sharing and build code features. So the idea of that whenever we go to watch the what's the best meta setup for this sniper or whatever the case is for that weapon, you can just copy and paste the code and get that build right there. One of these new score streaks is the Rhino, a bipedal death machine that drops from the sky, slams into the ground to crater the pavement and unleashes its heavy weapons in a player-controlled third-person rampage of precision and destruction. Yeah, again, for the first time in Black Ops, score streaks, field upgrades, and equipment can be upgraded using the brand new overclock system, meaning more than just your weapons will grow more versatile the more that you use them. And they give a perfect example here with the cluster grenade from Black Ops 4. Your first overclock is a controllable fuse, adds the ability to cook the fuse over time. Second overclock, tighter packing, adds one additional mini grenade to the projectile. That Rhino looks absolutely insane, and that also looks like Gridlock from Black Ops 4. Ah yes, there it is, man, the score streak, the dog, introducing the deployable armored weaponized ground craft. Next level Omni movement, adjusting tactical sprint. I am so happy about this. They got rid of tac sprinting. Now, tac sprinting can be activated with a perk, but by default, you are going to sprint normally. And also, as you can see here from this clip, we have this insane wall jump ability, which it's like we don't have jetpacks nor wall running, but we have this. It's like we're getting to that point where it's going to be a thing again. 16 signature multiplayer maps, which we have our first look at Raid here with the Japanese aesthetic. That looks really nice. Honestly, I do like the look of that. Also, the Aurora Borealis here on that Alaskan map looks really nice too. Now, I do have to say this as a very quick side note. There was a comment in my stream today from a man, Ray, who was asking like, man, where's just the BO2 remaster? We're not getting the BO2 remaster. And you want to know why? Because everybody bitched about it in Modern Warfare 3 with the MW2 remastered maps going, wah, it's a DLC, wah. Which again just it boils my blood. Like, I just cannot believe we had a golden opportunity and the COD community just spit in the face of it. I'm pissed. Literally get 16 of the greatest maps ever created. Now, great. We're not getting now 16 of the greatest maps in Black Ops 2 either. So, you know, good job. Anyways, yeah, the rest of the maps here. Yeah, again, a better look at Raid here. Looks really nice. I like that. Pushing the boundaries of design and combat flow, BO7 MP maps are designed to breathe with more and enough space for players to fully explore the expanded Omni movement system while still delivering the tight cover to combat that defines Black Ops. Which I'm sure all of you understand this, that a lot of the biggest complaints about BO6 is that the maps feel really small, and with the cranked up movement, it just feels way too much. So it seems like, again, anyway, going off what they're saying here, that the maps are a little bit more open, so we actually have room to use the Omni movement and not make it feel like we're just constantly in a meat grinder. Whether your preference is run and gun, tactically defend, or you thrive on movement and momentum, the BO7 MP maps are arenas built for you to learn, adapt to, and dominate. Now, next up for zombies, round-based zombies returns. Continuing the Dark Aether story, the Black Ops 6 crew collides with an alternate version of the original heroes, Richtofen, Nikolai, Takiao, and Dempsey. In a never-before-seen incarnation, these legends return to face a new kind of nightmare, though in the Dark Aether, nothing is ever what it seems. A fight for survival. Survival maps return for the first time since BO2, focused entirely on outlasting the undead. That's pretty cool, because if I'm not mistaken, in Transit, like, you can load up certain areas of Transit and just fight to survive. This is the one thing I'm really excited for. Dead Ops Arcade 4 comes back, blasts into BO7 with a wild new mode, deadly weapons, new arenas, and the over-the-top chaos. See, I like that a lot. I was a big fan of Dead Ops Arcade in BO1, so very excited to try it out here. Mind-bending realities collide as they come face-to-face with an alternate incarnation of the original Zombies crew. Now again, that was the ending cutscene to The Reckoning. While new alliances may or may not be formed, these legends return alongside the crew from BO6 to face a new kind of nightmare, though in the Dark Aether, nothing is ever what it seems. Trapped inside the Dark Aether, and again, a lot of this seems like it's based around Transit, like a expanded version of Transit. As you travel through this haunted hellscape, the roads between locations can be dangerous and unforgiving. Fortunately, there's a fifth member of the crew to rely on for all of your transportation needs. Players with previous experience using transportation in their travel should be pleased to learn that BO7 Launch Map will allow access to a well-weathered, fully drivable wonder vehicle to forge a path into the unknown. This is what I'm excited for, man. I love the look of Dead Ops Arcade, man. I'm really excited to play that. So again, survival maps are coming back from BO2, core movement changes as well, tag sprinting will no longer be in zombies, Dead Ops Arcade 4 is confirmed, full zombies reveal is only weeks away. So there's not really a whole lot for zombies here, but that's going to be revealed presumably at COD Next. Here's the content summary for all the Black Ops 7 gameplay systems, a connected progression. So again, like I was talking about earlier, across campaign, multiplayer, zombies, you're getting rewarded no matter what game mode you play. The weapon build sharing, again with the weapon share codes. Weapon prestige returns for the first time since Black Ops 4. Players who reach max level with a weapon will be able to enter weapon prestige. Each weapon will feature 2 weapon prestiges along with a build changing prestige attachment, unique weapon camos, and additional rewards. This is the deepest weapon prestige system yet, which I love the idea of this. I love the sound of that so much. It all goes back to what they once took from us, man. Weapon prestige, classic prestige, it's all here, it's all back. Hopefully it stays. Yes! Camos, and more camos. Black Ops 7 features more ways to unlock weapon camos than ever before, with 16 mastery camos to unlock across multiplayer, zombies, campaign at launch, and Call of Duty Warzone at the start of Season 1. So we're gonna have a new Warzone grind, new multiplayer grind, zombies grind, and again, the brand new campaign grind. Now, just to quickly clarify, when they say 16 mastery camos, you have 4 per mode. It's not like there's 16 dark matters to unlock in the game. So you typically have your gold, diamond, dark spine, and dark matter. That's 4 for multiplayer, right? Unless I'm somehow completely reading that wrong, and we do have 16 different versions of dark matter. We'll see. But that's what I'm just assuming, though. Yeah, again, as revealed earlier, that same XP is going to be in the co-op campaign. Your campaign experience is connected to the global progression system across the entire game, a weapon camo journey unique to the mode. Every elimination, every objective, every breakthrough in the co-op campaign fuels your growth. Okay, yeah, so there's going to be like different ways to do it, obviously. Directly to global XP, weapon progression, challenge systems, and the battle pass. These are the progression challenge systems you're familiar with MP, zombies, and Warzone. And that's just the beginning. Classic prestige updates, weapon prestige evolved. Weapon prestige 1 goes from 1 to 50, 1 to 50, and then to 250. Okay. Classic prestige journey will be returning in Black Ops 7. Treyarch's going to share more details about that later. There's a second stage of prestige planned as the evolution and progression continues, weapon prestige. Working alongside classic prestige, weapon prestige brings deep progression, mastery, and rewards to the weapon progression journey as follows. We're going to be leveling up the weapons, unlocking attachments as normal, but if you decide to enter weapon prestige, you unlock a unique camo that you can equip to any weapon. When you do prestige, it will relock all of the attachments, but the weapons available optic attachments as you begin a fresh leveling journey on that weapon all over again. Each time you prestige your weapon, you get a new camo for it, which I think is awesome. You will lose all of your attachments again. It's the same as prestiging. The only difference is that you keep the optics that you unlock. So say, for example, if you level up your M8A1, you'll have to re-unlock a grip or an extended mag for. Things like that. That's how prestiging works. Very good thing. It's risk, reward. You get rewarded for prestiging. This is what I'm curious about, though. Build changing prestige attachment that is different with every weapon and can only be unlocked when entering weapon prestige. My idea of that is similar to the operator mods from Black Ops 4, that when you prestige a weapon, maybe example again could be the Spitfire from BO4, how you had that wildfire attachment, or how the Koshka in BO4 had this insane steady aim attachment. Things like that, I would imagine, are going to be like the weapon prestige rewards, and that, again, if you try to copy a weapon code with that build on it, you're going to have your weapon at that prestige to use it. Reaching max weapon level again will give players the choice to continue the journey by entering Prestige 2, which unlocks another unique camo and a weapon-specific weapon charm. That's pretty cool. Complete 2 of the weapon prestiges and you'll automatically graduate into Weapon Prestige Master with 250 levels to climb through and chase worthy unique camo at the end of the journey. That's very, very cool. The only thing I'm curious about here with this is that when you hit level 250 with a weapon, obviously you get a camo for it, but I don't know if it's going to be the same camo that you get for level 250 on all the weapons. That's probably what it's going to be, but it would be wild if they had 30 base weapons in the game, 30 different insane camos for hitting level 250 with each individual weapon. But I love the idea of that. It's essentially the Modern Warfare 3 prestige system for your weapons. How we had that one-trick gold, Obsidian, Mercury, and Constellation Zen for the Modern Warfare 3 weapons, that's kind of the idea that I'm getting at with this. So love that. Love the sound of that. And speaking of camos, incoming camo journey, weekly challenges, and more. So once again, thank you Sledgehammer Games. Shout out Modern Warfare 3, the GOAT. Treyarch's weapons team is hard at work raising the bar on innovations to camo visuals, what the BO7 Mastery camos will look like. Not only will there now be 4 camo tracks across all BO7 BO7 modes, there are more ways to unlock camos more than ever. Looking ahead to the post-launch seasons of content, we're excited to confirm that Treyarch is bringing weekly challenges back to Black Ops 7 with unlockable attachments, weapons, score streaks to earn during the live seasons, as well as challenges for all modes, and 2 completion weapon camos to chase during every single season. This is so good for replayability. That was the biggest thing with Modern Warfare 3, was that every single week you had something to look forward to, something new to unlock. Which again, on the flip side, I understand feeds into the TikTok brain, oh, you always need the carrot at the end of the stick to keep people playing, but if the rewards are worth it, if there's something new to unlock that's actually worthwhile, whether it be the aftermarket attachments or a really cool camo, like that's what keeps people coming back to the game. That's what I loved about MW3. They were talking about all the visual fidelity, like how like snow's gonna have like tracking, all the fog here with the zombies will like be whooshing away whenever you run through it. Also, there is the active camo field upgrade, which we saw again in Black Ops 3, but as you can see, when you get shot by it, or if you get shot when you're in active camo, you start to appear. So I'm a little worried, but not super worried about that. This here is the thing that I know a lot of people are going to be very worried about. Carry forward. This is a very big deal. For one, I need to bring up this tweet from Modern Warzone that he said that it was confirmed that both BO6 and BO7 were being developed simultaneously as they had planned to do 2 years of back-to-back Black Ops games. So it's not really a surprise that Carry Forward is coming to the game, but a big problem that people have, I'll have to show this tweet from Charlie Intel, that Activision says they are aware of the complaints and feedback about the crazy skins in the game. They're going to keep that in mind going forward. Will feature the ability to utilize a wide variety of content from Black Ops 6. This mostly begins a few weeks after launch at the start of Season 1. Prior to more in-depth comms on the subject, here is what to expect for now. BO6 XP tokens and gobblegums will carry forward at the start of the launch of BO7. So all the double XP tokens that you save up will work in BO7. Black Ops 6 weapons, operators, and operator skins will carry forward at the start of Season 1 with some exception. BO6 weapon camos will not be transferable to BO7 weapons, but will still be usable on BO6 weapons. So again, you'll be able to use BO6 Dark Matter on BO6 weapons, not the BO7 weapons. But I guarantee you there's going to be somebody that's going to find some sort of crazy duplication glitch where you can use BO6 Dark Matter on BO7 weapons. It'll be a thing for a little bit and then they'll inevitably patch it. Warzone integration will also begin in Season 1. All current content, including operators, weapons, and blueprints from MW2, 3, and BO6 will carry forward with some caveats and exceptions. Weapons will be continued to be tuned for Warzone. Warzone players should expect a rank reset at Season 1 with your progression synchronized to BO7 progression systems. One thing with carry forward here is that this is one thing I'm a little bit wary about because I'm not exactly sure what they mean when they say operator skins. I want to imagine, like, I know what they're saying at a surface level, but the one thing I know that they are going to get a lot of heat for is if we see Roger, Stan Smith, the American Dad skins, Beavis and Butthead, the Ninja Turtles. If we see those in BO7 at the start of Season 1, I feel like people are going to be very pissed. If they mean operator skins, like the actual operators from BO6, like the grounded 90s operators, I feel like that'll be okay. People might not have that big of a problem with it, but I already know the second someone sees a Ninja Turtle or Roger the Alien, yeah, people are gonna freak out about that. Up next, we have the confirmation of COD Next, the COD Endowment Bowl, and open beta dates confirmed. Worldwide multiplayer reveal at Call of Duty Next on Tuesday, September 30th. We'll have live multiplayer and zombies gameplay from your favorite creators around the world. After COD Next concludes, you'll be able to play Black Ops 7 for yourself when the beta starts on all platforms on October 2nd. Beta dates are confirmed, October 2nd to the 5th for early access, and then open beta is from the 5th to the 8th. Just 1 week straight. Early access begins at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, October 2nd for those who pre-order the game and runs for a period of 72 hours. Then on Sunday, October 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, then it goes open for everybody until 1 p.m., 10 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday, October 8th. Additional intel to come. Be sure to stay danger close with the latest Black Ops 7 information by checking the Call of Duty blog as further communications are scheduled. Massive intel dropped on round-based zombies in the weeks leading up to Call of Duty Next for the Black Ops 7 open beta and the countdown to launch. So with that being said, that just about covers absolutely everything that we know about BO7. Totally understand this was a whole lot to cover, but with that all being said, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about the idea so far of what's been presented here with BO7? I also wanted to bring up this tweet here from JGod because I talked about it at the start of the video that the Gamescom reveal was very light in comparison to what we had for the Direct. I feel like for the BO7 reveal, a lot of people weren't really happy with seeing just the campaign trailer. I felt like if they really went into depth here, like what JGod is saying here, or again, what even Merc is saying here, if they showed what they did for BO7 Direct, for their time at Gamescom, more than likely, I feel like the response would have been a lot different. And again, JGod makes a lot of really good points here about every single mode with the game, and that's the kind of information a lot of people would have really liked to have seen first and foremost. And that's the thing though too, is that everything that I saw in the Direct, like besides a couple of things that I'm a little bit worried about, just like co-op campaign and carry forward, a lot of what I've seen, I'm satisfied with. Like a lot of it looks promising, I'm excited to play, but this is the kind of thing that we should have been seeing in the Direct, like giving us like a huge breakdown of everything here, instead of just being like, oh hey, here's the campaign. I know it's kind of like we say this every single year with Call of Duty, but it really does feel like a make or break it kind of year, because the hype for BO7 is definitely not as high as we usually see for Call of Duty games. I'm really hoping for the absolute best, that this game just absolutely blows our expectations out of the water and everyone really enjoys it. But with the way that they're setting up, again with the post-launch content, all the stuff that they have planned just for progression in the game in general, sounds like we're going to have a lot to do with this game, which I feel like is going to keep people very engaged, and I'm just hoping that it just goes well. It's looking very promising. I'm very excited to play it. It's just that we should have had this kind of presentation for the game. Again though, go ahead and let me know what you guys think about this, but yeah, this is definitely going to be a very interesting year.